What's going on? Happy Friday. I'm about to get ready for a morning lower body workout. It's about 5:30 in the morning. First, let's weigh myself. Let's see what I check in at today. I was up about 2 full pounds yesterday, so interesting to see what I'm at today. We're getting ready to head out to the gym. It's about 5:45 a.m. Pre-workout, my Modern Athlete pre-workout. Instead of the Special K cereal today, I just don't feel like eating it, and I'm replacing it with a Cliff Bar because the macros are actually very similar. Only 5 grams of fat, 9 grams of protein, 44 grams of carbs. So very, very similar. I'm gonna have this instead. We're gonna go crush a lower body workout and get started with our day. All right, we just finished our lower body workout. As you can see, it was a slightly different leg workout than we did on Tuesday. Both of us have made legs a priority, so we're trying to train them 3 times a week, but we're doing different leg days. So we have 3 different leg days that we follow. We're not just doing the same thing each time. One of them is predominantly a quad focused day. A second one is a hamstring focused workout, and the one we just did is a glute focused workout. So I'll go into more detail on that as the month goes on. All right guys, what's going on? We are back from the gym, ready to get our Friday started. I'm very excited. It's gonna be a pretty good day. I've got a full day of work up until about 6, 7 o'clock. But after that, me and Morgan have a couple things planned. We are meeting up with some friends to go to some like pumpkin festival where they're decorated in a very fancy way or something like that. It's gonna be pretty cool, and it's actually pretty nice out now. Before it was rainy and cold, and now the sun has come out, so I think we'll be able to go to that and enjoy that, which is nice. She also might be making me get a flu shot, which I'm not looking forward to, but that may be on the agenda. But I wanted to quickly talk to you about my weight. So waking up today at 160.2, I think it was, I was fully expecting the weight to drop back down a couple pounds because I started off this month at 157 and I'm now at 160. So why is that? So I am eating a lot of food, right? I'm eating 3,000 calories a day. So that's obviously why, because I'm eating substantially more than I was in the past. However, I want to make something clear. Like the last time that I weighed 160 pounds was back in 2017, so over 2 years ago. I was around 160, 162, and that was right before I started prepping for my first men's physique competition, okay? And I was the same weight that I am today. However, today I'm much more defined. I have a different physique than I did back then at the same weight, and that's important to keep in mind. Like, you can put in a lot of work, a lot of progress as the years go on, and having 2 years under my belt of training really the right way, training progressively and strategically, and also eating, the proper amount of proteins, carbs, and fats, over the last 2 years has really impacted my body in a positive way. I have more muscle on me than I did back then. My back is much more developed. My legs are much more developed. So while I'm sitting at the same weight this morning that I was in 2017, I have 2 totally different physiques. And it's because there's a little bit less body fat on me, a little bit more muscle on me. So that's something to keep in mind, that if you are consistently training every single week, if you are eating strategically and following an actual game plan with your nutrition, whether that means tracking your macros or your calories or intermittent fasting, whatever it is that you do, if you show up and you do that thing every single day, the more years and the more months and years that you have under your belt doing that and training strategically and training progressively and challenging yourself in the gym, your physique is going to improve year by year, regardless of how much weight the scale says. And I think people need to stop obsessing over the scale. But if I had to put some money down and guess as to what weight I would be at by the end of this month after this, you know, eating over 3,000 calories every day for, you know, the whole month, I would have to say that I'd probably be around 158, 159, maybe I'll stay at 160, but we'll see. It'll be interesting, but I feel good. I feel pretty defined. I feel, you know, that I'm not, you know, gaining much body fat with the macros that I have set up right now, but obviously over the course of the full month, we'll see where I land. And I'm gonna get started with my day now. I'm gonna make my first meal, and I will keep you posted on the things that are going on today. You guys know what I'm having for my breakfast? Of course you do. I'm having the same thing that I had the last 3 days. I've got that 2 eggs on that everything bagel. I've got the English muffin with some jelly on it, and I've got the 4 servings of egg whites. I like to have structure in my day, so if I'm eating the same thing every day this week, I know for a fact I'm gonna hit my macros, I'm gonna have a successful day, and I'm gonna build the body that I want. But if I wake up and I try to have something different every day and I kind of wing it, I'm not gonna see the results I want. So I'm very regimented. I'm gonna eat this breakfast every day this week. Also, if you're, you know, trying to kind of replicate some of these meals, the egg whites I find people are very resistant to try out. Maybe it's new to them, they're not sure how to do it or whatever. It's very important, because if I don't have the egg whites in this meal is just carbs and fats, and protein is what's gonna help you look the way you wanna look, build lean muscle, stay full, and actually satisfy you. So that's 20 grams of protein that I wouldn't be getting if I was leaving the egg whites out, especially if you're someone who has any type of fat loss or weight loss goals. That's the most important part, is those egg whites and maybe those whole eggs. You could probably leave out the bagel or even the English muffins if you're someone who's got fat loss goals. Me and Morgan did get some extra chicken and some extra ground turkey yesterday, so I'm gonna make one of those for lunch, and I will keep you posted on that. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's lunchtime, it's 1:30. I'm gonna have some leftover chicken that we cooked up last night for dinner that you saw. I'm gonna have about 6 to 8 ounces of that. I'm gonna have some of this chicken soup, 5 grams of fat for the whole can, about 30 grams of carbs, 8 grams of protein. So I'm gonna have that with some chicken, probably put some honey mustard on the chicken, and that will literally be my lunch. I did not have my Lenny and Larry's cookie because I ran out of them, so I'm gonna possibly replace that with something else. I have some of the dough bar donuts in my freezer, all different flavors. You can customize them with different toppings and stuff like that. They are great, and the macros are really good as well. They've got some protein in there, low fat, you know, about 30 grams of carbs, so the macros are much better than a normal donut that you'll get at Dunkin' Donuts or anywhere else. All right, so I'm having a snack. So not having the Lenny and Larry's cookie gave me a lot of flexibility to eat a bunch of other shit, because that Lenny and Larry's cookie has a massive amount of calories, a lot of carbs, a lot of fats. It's a light and fit Greek crunch, s'mores flavored. It's got these little add-ins. The macros are actually pretty good. So only 2.5 grams of fat, 11 grams of protein, 16 carbs. So that's a good snack. Even if like you have fat loss goals, like it's only 130 calories, so that's a good snack option for you. And like one thing to keep in mind as you're watching these vlogs, my goals are to build muscle, to gain, right? So the scale going up for me is a good thing. If you're someone with weight loss or fat loss goals, you might just wanna shoot me a message, or keep in mind that like all these things that I'm eating throughout the day are meant to eat in a calorie surplus, where you may want to be eating in a calorie deficit. Just refilled up my water bottle. I've hit a gallon every day this week, which is great. Put in some of my BCAAs and Hydrate from Modern Athlete. I really do like their products. I use this, I kind of put half a scoop in my water each time I drink it. It tastes really good. I've got the green apple flavor. If you'd like 20% off on any of their products, just check out the description of this video and you can give it a try. I did factor into my MyFitnessPal a dough bar donut as well, so I'm gonna have, I think, a s'mores flavored donut as well, or a peanut butter one. I'll have to show you guys which one I decide. I will keep you guys in the loop as to what I'm up to, and I will see you in a bit.
Hi everyone, this is Morgan's Takeover. Jesse, what are we having?
Oh, hey guys, we're ready for dinner. We made some ground turkey and rice. So I've got 1 serving of rice, which is about 40 carbs, 2 servings of ground turkey, which is about 44 grams of protein. So that's what our dinner is. Funny story though, we went to Rite Aid to get flu shots, and I didn't have all of my insurance information with me. So I ended up not getting it, and Morgan had to get hers. So I got out of it without having to get stuck by a needle.
Convenient that he didn't have his information. He never wanted the flu shot to begin with, and he just doesn't have the info to get it.
Yeah, worked out for me. I'm having a great Friday. My dough bar donut for tonight. Amazing. It's only 28 carbs, 11 protein, 6 fat. Can't beat it. It tastes amazing. It's peanut butter glaze with Butterfinger topping on it. I'm gonna enjoy this right now. I'll let you know how it is. Amazing. I give my approval. As far as healthier snack or junk food alternatives, dough bar donuts is probably my favorite option. I almost don't believe the macros because of how good they actually taste. So if you haven't given them a try, go to their website and check it out. They're really good. I'm not sponsored by Dough Bar Donuts, unfortunately. I would love to be, but I'm not. So that's it for now. What's up, guys? Hope you had a great Friday. It's late here. It's about 11:30 p.m. Me and Morgan just got back home from seeing some friends. We went to what's called the Pumpkin Blaze here in Westchester, which is basically an amazing setup of different pumpkin carvings made into different structures. Had a good time, saw some friends, got back here, about to go to sleep. We are exhausted. We had to drive like a half hour to get there. We also picked up some, a couple cookies, couple like peanut butter chocolate cookies. I had a lot of food left over to eat, so I had like 100 grams of carbs, 15 or 20 grams of fat, like 20 grams of protein. So those cookies that I had like 1 big cookie. It definitely fit into those macros. I'm not gonna force myself to eat right now, even though I probably have 50 carbs left and, you know, maybe 10 protein or so. I'll just make sure that I hit my macros 100% tomorrow because I don't have a whole lot on the schedule. Working out, doing what I'm supposed to do. I have a few calls scheduled, but I'll just make sure to get my numbers in 100% tomorrow. It was a really good day. It was a really good week for me to start off this lean bulk so far, and it'll be interesting to see where the scale is tomorrow as well. So good night, guys. I will see you tomorrow.